SCP-1529, King of the Mountain. Location, Mount Everest. This is not a report. This is what I remember before the mountain took the rest of me. My name was Daniel Parker, Summit Team 3, South Route. The storm split us above the death zone. At first, I told myself I was only a few minutes ahead. One radio call, one fixed rope, one more marker in the snow. The wind pressed against my hood so hard it stopped sounding like weather. I looked down, lift, plant, breathe. Then I checked the ridge. Then I saw him. There was a man standing on the ridge above me. White climbing suit, old cut, heavy hood, round black goggles. No colored pack. No oxygen rig I could see. No rope clipped to him. He was too still for that altitude. Even a tired climber sways. Even a dead tired climber fights the wind. He did not fight anything. He just stood there, facing me. I raised the radio with both hands because one hand would not obey. Base, this is Parker. I have one climber above my position. Unknown team. Possible distress. Static answered, not silence. Static has shape when you are alone. It fills in voices. It makes you think someone is almost there. I tried again. Base, do you copy? The radio clicked. For half a second I heard my own breathing come back to me. Then nothing. I looked down between us. That is when the fear became real. There were my tracks, punched deep and messy into the slope. Only mine. No second trail. No broken crust. No mark where his boots should have crossed the snow. The ridge around him was clean, smooth, untouched, as if the mountain had grown him out of the ice after I blinked. I wanted footprints. I wanted one ordinary explanation so badly I almost laughed. Because a lost climber would have been terrifying. This was worse. I checked my oxygen. The needle was lower than it should have been. Frost was crawling around the regulator. My fingers felt swollen inside the gloves. But when I looked at them, they were thin, shaking things that did not seem attached to me. When I looked back, he was closer. I did not see him move. That is the part I need you to understand. He never ran. He never stepped. He never leaned forward like something hunting. He was just closer. My mind tried to fix the image. Wind, snow glare, hypoxia. A shape on the ridge, a mistake, anything. Then my goggles caught him behind me, not in front, behind. In the curve of the lens, I saw the white suit standing 3, maybe 4 meters away. Close enough to see black ice stuck around the goggles. Close enough to see seams in the fabric. Close enough that if he had breathed, I would have heard it. I spun around so hard I slipped against the rope. Nothing. Clean snow. No person. No shadow. No hole where boots had been. The rope ran down into whiteout. The safe path was still there. It was right in front of me. I knew that. I knew the rule. Stay clipped. Keep descending. Do not chase anything your brain invents above 8,000 meters. But panic does not feel like panic when you are freezing. It feels like logic. I told myself I had to confirm what I saw. I told myself I could not turn my back on someone who might need help. I told myself a lot of things. The figure appeared again beside the route, farther away this time, then nearer when I looked down, farther when I stared, nearer when I checked the rope. He was teaching me where to put my attention. Every time I chose survival, he moved into the place survival needed me not to look. My axe shook against the ice. I missed the carabiner twice. The rope slapped my sleeve like a hand telling me to wake up. My radio was still off, but I heard a voice anyway. Daniel, not loud, not threatening. It sounded tired. It sounded like someone I loved calling from another room. I started down. At least, I think it was down. The slope folded in the storm. The trail became a corridor. The corridor became a blank wall. My own footprints curved back toward me, wrong and looping, like I had been walking inside a thought instead of on a mountain. Then the cold changed. It did not become warm. Warm would have scared me. This was gentler than warm. The pain moved away. My lungs stopped complaining. The wind softened. Ahead of me, a yellow light opened in the snow, small and human, the color of a tent with people inside. I could see myself reaching it. I could see gloves pulling at my straps. I could see steam rising from a cup. I could hear someone saying, "Sit down, just for a minute." And I wanted that minute more than I wanted to live. So I sat. That was the end of me. The white figure stood a few yards away, patient, perfectly still, not angry, not curious, like a summit marker, like he had been waiting for me since before I was born. I remember thinking, I will stand up when the wind drops. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Search teams found the radio first. They found the axe later, half buried, red handle showing through the drift. They found a glove, a broken oxygen line, a set of footprints that crossed, circled, and stopped in smooth snow. They did not find my body. They did not find his. The Foundation file says SCP-1529 appears to stranded climbers above the death zone. The file says witnesses describe a silent figure in antiquated white climbing gear. The file says pursuit has never been directly observed. That is true, but it misses the worst part. He does not chase you. He makes the mountain ask you to stop. He makes the safe direction feel like a trap. He makes proof feel more important than breath. So if you see a man in old white gear above the death zone, do not look for footprints. Do not call out. Do not follow the light. Keep your hands on the rope. Keep moving down. And whatever you hear behind you, do not turn around.